Can't argue with that one.
Yeah,
I've got some typing from the Bears. We do have an ad, everyone, for Game 7.
the Bears want a stam check.
The Bears want a stamina check as well. Bruce City pitching. And we got a long list of pitchers here. We got Donahue is at 58. 100% for Willie Miller, who is your Game 7 starter. Slams is at 29. Tyrone White as 100. Dresserson is at 3. Lotso Heineken Beer is at 93. Yogi Budweiser at 100. Such a cursed face gen. Al Cedrid is at 86. Alvaro Chapman is at 100%. Freddie Fordham is at 100. Buzz Lightyear at 67. Ryland Moffitt is at 8. Smokey Schlitz is at 100. And Winnie the Pabst is at 50. While they type, I'm going to go ahead and put this in. It's 3-3. Brand new series. Winner goes home.
Winner goes, yeah. Loser loses the World Series. Winner wins the World
Yep.
Series. That is what this comes down to. We have Game 7, winner take all. Bears trying to win their first ring in franchise history. Kingpins their second in 7 attempts. It's going to be a historic day for one of these teams,
Jab
and for one
said
of these teams, a very sad day.
stamina check for Bears just because the Kingpins have had too much screen time. So I'm assuming no changes. Y'all are going to just let it ride. Kingpins, we do have a couple changes here. Um, Big Yosh is going to non-specified, and I'm guessing avoid high leverage. DePoyo is non-specified. Blizzy, non-specified. Salberg from the rotation is going to go in and become the stopper for 7th and later, or 7th and close game. And Mason Williams stamina again, I got you. It is at 56. And what did I just see? Thank you for the follow, Stewie. They are, I'm assuming, let it ride because there's people in chat saying let it ride. All right. So yeah, 56 for Mason Williams. A couple seconds there to get that in. And prediction, pretty straightforward. Who wins? And lots of 100 Ks on the Bears right now. This
The Bears are making changes.
Bears are making changes. All right, I will go ahead and get those in. I'm gonna put some money in on the Kingpins. Why not? That's good. Thanks. All right, so Kingpins are done. Perfect. So we'll go back to scores here. Brew City. Moffitt to middle relief. Use less, no secondary. I can do that for you. So we go down to Ryland Moffitt. Middle relief, already there. Use less often. And keep, or no secondary. Perfect. That's all good. All right, we're at the end. This is the final game no matter what. I really hope it can live up to the
Absolutely
hype of last
bananas.
game because that was
Wow.
ridiculous.
I had never seen a better game in my OTP casting history than that last game. I don't know how it's possible to have a better game than that, but we're sure gonna try. It's Game 7.
I usually have some
Win
crazy
or
stuff
go
that
home.
happens, so I shouldn't be surprised. I should be surprised, but I'm not surprised. And I can only hope that game 7 is not any kind of a blowout. We get a decent game here. A bunch of people watching. I got another ping just to make sure it's in Kingpins. Let's see, they're probably yelling at me. Oh, it's Sarah yelling at the Kingpins to get in there.
Who you got? Who you got, Bauer? Who you got?
Screw it and go with the Kingpins.
Okay, Bears, ride or die, ride or die
Ride or
on the
die.
Bears.
Let it ride. I mean, still, no home team has won, so it's hard to pick against that.
Yeah, that's crazy to me.
All right, we're going to
We
go
have
ahead and
yet
get
to
this thing
see.
going. We've got 200K worth of channel points up for grabs here. And it all starts here. Simply put, who wins Game 7 and the World Series? I'm taking Brew City. Benny the Jet's going to start it off with the Kingpins. And here we go, Game 7.
Yeah, we're gonna have Tony Franzanello leading off against Willie Miller. Franzanello hitting 194 in the postseason, so it's not the best average. He is the catcher for the Kingpins. He's going to start off with a blast into left field for out number one. Very loud out. Eric Belmont is next at the plate. They're going to hit one into center field for out number two. Kobe Froby is going to generate out number three via the strikeout 1-2-3 inning for the Kingpins in inning number one.
All right, Brew City looking to get things started here at home. Jordan Gonzalez is leading it off, and that's going to be a leadoff single there from Gonzalez. Already a better start than the Bears have had previously at home. Greenwall up to bat as Gonzalez takes off for second and is safe. Their eighth of the playoffs. And that's going to be a wild pitch, so the runner goes all the way to third. Greenwall still up to hit, still hot. That's okay. Well, all the stolen bases and wild pitches don't matter because Greenwall just smacks that one out of the park. 425 feet, and it's 2-0 Brew City at home.
Kingpins in an early hole yet again.
Very much so. Hammers up, trying to see what they can do after that. It's a ground ball to third base. That'll be the first out of the inning. Balak Cove, that's the third base. The shift is on.
They're going to beat
And
that
yeah,
out
beat it out.
100%.
Infield single for Cove. Multoid man up as Cove takes off for second and is safe. Stolen base, number 2. And Multoid man is going to hit one to first base. Throw to the pitcher at first, and that's the second out. OTP Wizard up now, and that's to the second baseman. Throw it on to first, and finally ends this bottom of the first. But it's 2-0 here early for Brew City.
Yeah, Kingpin's in another early hole. Jeff Windsor at the plate going to draw a leadoff walk. That's going to bring up Probin Crux, who's going to hit a diving play out in left field to rob extra bases. One down. It's going to bring up Shanahan, who's going to hit one into the left center gap. At least double. They're going to hold second and third with one out. It's going to bring up Rake Hard. Kingpin's trying to answer back. Rake Hard is going to hit one deep into right field. Tagging from third, not tagging from third, 2 down, 2 men on. And then there is a tap out from Minion Barons, and there is an error, so a run will score. It's going to bring up Jim Copeland Jr. with runners on the corners, 2 down, tying run at third base, and he is going to hit a lazy fly ball right into right field. That is going to end the Kingpins' second, a scary second if you're a Bears fan, but a second nonetheless. 2-1 Bears still in front, bottom of the second. Here we go.
I am not sure what's going on with Brew City's defense, but it feels like they have committed so many errors in this series. So many costly errors at that. It's going to be a leadoff single from Ball, and he takes second on the stolen base. Now we got Jackson Johns, who's going to strike out looking. Javier Bolivar is going to hit one. The shortstop just doesn't play it at all. That's going to drive in that run from second, and it's 3-1 for Brew City. Now we got a runner still on first here. Gonzalez is up to bat, and it's going to be a stolen base from Bolivar. Gonzalez is going to smack that one to left field, and that will be caught for the second out. Greenwall, mega hot hitter, is going to keep the hot streak going. That's going to drive in another run for Brew City. It's 4-1 off the bat of Greenwall. Hammer is going to fly out to left field, but 2 more runs come home for Brew City. Bottom half of the second, we head to the top half of the third. It's 4-1.
Kingpins need an answer. Things could get ugly right here. Top of the order, do it for them. Franzanello starting out with a single just past the third baseman. Eric Belmont is at the plate now. Belmont's going to hit a single through the left side of the infield as well. 2 men on, nobody down. It's going to bring up Kobe Froby Kobe, who's going to draw a walk. The bases will be juiced for Jeff Windsor. And Jeff Windsor is going to hit one deep into center field. Not deep enough. This should be a tag. And scoring from third is the Kingpins. Runners at the corners with 1 out now. And there is your double play. Probin Crux hits into it. Only 1 for the Kingpins on that, despite having the bases juiced. 2-4, we go to the bottom of the third. Bears in front.
All right, Balak Cove is up and is going to ground out to the first baseman. Multoid man up now. That's going to be the shortstop. That's an easy play for the second out. Now we've got Out of the Park Wizard. Out of the Park Wizard is going to ground out to the second baseman. So it's a quick and easy 1-2-3 inning for Brew City. Just what Chicago needed.
Yeah, Chicago's got to continue to answer here, though. Shanahan leading off the inning. Not going to do so, though. It's going to be a ground out to second base. Ray Card is at the plate. And they're going to hit a liner to third for out number 2. It's going to bring up Minion Barons. Minion Barons is going to tap out to second. It remains a 2-run ball game to the bottom half of the 4th inning. 4-2, Bears still in front.
Dropped ball, looking to keep things moving, but that's going to be the first out, a ground out to the shortstop. Now we got Jackson Johns, who's going to do the same exact thing, but it's a errant
Bumble bumble.
throw, and Johns goes all the way to second on that error. Error for the Kingpins. Boulevard is going to ground out to the third baseman. We'll keep that runner there over at second. Gonzalez is going to strike out looking, or no, he swung and missed.
He swung.
He swung. It's going to be a strikeout anyways, though, and it's still 4-2.
Yeah, we top of the 5th, Kingpins 9-1-2 due up. Copeland Jr. is going to ground out to second. Top of the order, Tony Franzanello. It's going to hit one into right center field. Not deep enough, not high enough, not far enough for out number 2. Eric Belmont steps to the plate. They're going to hold their swing. It's going to be ball 4. 2-0 walk here for Belmont. Kobe Froby at the plate now. Kobe Froby is going to get one down in front of the right fielder. And that is going to advance Eric Belmont to third with 2 down, runners at the corners. And then that is going to be Jeff Windsor grounding out to second. So another 0 on the board for the Kingpins, despite looking promising. 4-2, Bears still in front. Bottom of the 5th we go.
Halfway through the ball game now as Greenwall keeps the hot streak going. It's 3 hits in this ball game. Lead off single. We got Hammer up. Hammer's going to ground out to the shorts. No!
No.
He just eats it, and it's an infield single. Runners on first and second now for Cove. That's to left field. That'll stay up and be an out. 1 out now for Multoid Man, and that gets down into center field. That should score a run,
There's an
and it
insurance run.
does. It's 5-3 now, an RBI from Multoid Man. And runners on first and second now, still only 1 out. Out of the park, Wizard is up. Crony's in to pitch for the Kingpins. Unnecessary dive, and it's going to cost them as that's an errant throw after the dive. And now we have bases loaded, 1 out for dropped ball. Who's going to get one to the shortstop, throw to home, and is out. So they save the run, but the runner is safe at first. Johns is going to strike out, and what a hole to get out of from Crony. Leaving those bases loaded, it's still only 5-2.
Yeah, it's still a 3-run ball game, though. Kingpin's got a lot of work to do if they're going to come back into this one. Prober and Crux not starting the inning out correctly, though. They're going to strike out. It's going to bring up Shauna Shanahan with 1 out. Full count, they're going to draw a walk. Al Cedred in the game for the Bears now in this one. Rick Hart is going to also draw a walk. So now there's 2 men on, 1 out. Bears looking for a double play. Minion Barons might give it to them. No, it is going to get through for a single. The bases are juiced with 1 out for Jim Copeland Jr.
Your best bat.
Your best bat right now. Copeland Jr. is going to get one through, so that's going to be at least 1 run. Looking like it's going to be 2 runs. It will be 2 runs. It is a 5-4 ball game. Runner still on first and second with 1 out. Is going to roll to the top of the order for Franzanello. Franzanello is going to get one through. Will that be the tying run? No, it will not. They're going to hold. Bases loaded, 1 out in the 6th. Eric Belmont's going to hit one into right field. Will they tag? They will tag. And he's going to beat it. It is going to be a tie ball game. Runners at the corners, 2 down for Kobe Froby, looking to give Chicago the lead in this one. And he is going to...
Oh my...
not do so. He's going to make a Greenwall with a spectacular catch out in left field. It's going to remain a tie ball game at 5-5 to the bottom of the 6th.
This had to happen, didn't it?
Yeah. Oh my.
Boulevard right after that is going to hit one right to left field. I thought that was gone. Jordan Gonzalez now is going to hit one to left field as well, and that's a quick 2nd out. Now we got Greenwall, and finally does not get a hit.
They managed to retire Greenwall.
Yeah, that's an impossible challenge to do. It's still 5-5.
Into the 7th we go. Jeff Windsor leading off for Chicago. They're going to do so with a walk. Leadoff walk for Jeff Windsor. The Jasper Probencrux is up as Windsor swipes second base safely. And then Probencrux hits one out into left field. It's going to be caught, though. Tagging from second to third is going to be Windsor. So there's going to be 1 down, man on third.
Oh, no.
And then there is a ground out to first base. 2 down for Ray Card. Ray Card not able to get it through. They're not going to be able to push the run across. It is a very important hold for Alvaro Chapman. Nothing on the board for the Kingpins. Bottom of the 7th, we go 5-5 ball game.
All right, Hammer looking to hammer one home, and it's going to be a ground out to the shortstop instead. Balak Cove. And Cove is going to take a 1-out walk. Runner on first. Multoid man up to hit. Swing and a miss. Strike 3. That'll be the 2nd out. OTP Wizard is up as Cove takes off for 2nd and is safe. Wizard is still up, and that's to right center field, and that will be caught by the right fielder. We got 2 more innings, guys, and it's 5-5
2 innings,
still.
and it's a 5-5 ball game. This is as good as you can ask for if you're either team. Leading off is Minion Barons for Chicago with a fly out to left field, caught in foul territory. Jim Copeland Jr. is at the plate now. They're going to lead the inning off with a single into right. Man down, man on first. Tony Francinello is at the plate now. They're going to hit a single into left. That's going to be 2 men on, 1 man down. Eric Belmont at the plate.
Oof.
Going to strike out looking. That is brutal. Kobe Froby with 2 down. And Kobe Froby going to ground out. So we go to the bottom of the 8th in a 5-5 ball game.
This game, this is... dropped ball is going to ground one to the shortstop, throw to first, and is out. Very close play there. Jackson Johns, number 8 hitter, is going to also ground out to the shortstop. A little bit of an easier play that time. Javier Bolivar now entering the game for Chicago is Joanna Sahlberg, who's going to come in and give up a walk. Not what you want to do. Now we're at the top half of the order. Doesn't matter as Gonzalez is going to ground out to the first baseman. And here we go, folks. 9th inning.
9th inning.
Still
tie
time.
Game. Chicago at the plate. Jeff Windsor going to tap her to the pitcher for out number 1. Probencrux now with nobody on, 1 man down. Probencrux is going to hit a single. There is the go-ahead run standing at first base for the Kingpins now. Shanahan is up. He's going to lift one into left field. Not going to be deep enough. Tagging to second is going to be Probencrux. 2 down for Rake Hard. Rake Hard's going to draw a 2-out walk. It's going to fall on Minion Barons to see if they can put Chicago ahead in the 9th. Minion Barons is not going to be able to. Chicago needs a hold. The Bears need 1 run to walk it off and win the World Series. Otherwise, we will get extra baseball in Game 7 of the Miners World Series.
Best hitter in the playoffs. Greenwall is going to get an infield single to start off the bottom half of the 9th. Just what you need. Runner on base. He takes off for second. He's going to be safe. Winning run for the World Series is on second base. And that's hammered to right field. They're not going to send the runner home. Runners on the corners. Still no outs. Cove. Hammer takes off for second. So runners on second and third. Cove still up to hit. Cove. That's to left field. Will he tag and come home? He's coming home and tag, and he's out! He's
out.
Thrown out at home for the 2nd out. Multoid man is going to hit one to second base. And
extra baseball. What a series. I cannot
it's
even.
Still tied.
Oh my God.
Here we go, top of the 10th.
9-1-2 in the 10th inning for the Kingpins. I cannot believe that we are here. Copeland Jr. is going to fly out to center field.
I'm shaking.
It's going to bring top of the order up. Tony Francinello is going to draw a walk. There is the go-ahead run on first for the Kingpins with 1 out in the 10th. Eric Belmont at the plate now. Belmont is going to hit a tapper. That is a double play. We go to the bottom of the 10th. Bears have yet another chance to walk it off. They need 1 run. 6, 7, 8 hitters due up.
All right, and another chance to walk it off here. Out of the park, Wizard is going to ground out to the second baseman. That's out number 1. Now we got dropped ball. And that's going to be into left field. That's a single. So we got a runner on first, 1 out. That'll bring up Jackson Johns, the catcher. Mason Williams in to pitch for Chicago. Ball takes off for second and is thrown out, trying to steal second. And now Johns is going to hit one to left field. And we are still
we go to an 11th inning, 5-5 ball game, all knotted up. 3-4-5 due up for the Kingpins. Kobe Froby is going to start it out with a strikeout. Both offenses have stagnated here. Jeff Windsor at the plate, going to strike out again. So now it is looking for a 1-2-3 inning. Jasper Probencrux for the Kingpins trying to break that up. They are going to do so with a single through the right side of the infield. Go-ahead run is on yet again for the Kingpins with 2 down in the 11th. Not going to matter though. Shanahan strikes out. The Bears have yet another chance to walk it off in the bottom of the 11th. They need 1 run.
Here we go. 9-1-2 up for Brew City. Bottom half of the 11th. It's going to be a strikeout from Boulevard. Now we're up at the top half of the order again. Gonzalez is going to hit one to left field. That's going to get down for a single. That'll bring up the face of Brew City, Greenwall. And he gets hit. They
hit
beam
him.
Greenwall. And now we got runners on first and second. Still only 1 out. Hammers up to bat. That's the third base. Throw to second. Throw to first. And they get out of it with a double play.
5-4-3 double play.
It is time for the 12th inning.
To the 12th we go. What a thriller of a game. Rake Hard for the Kingpins is going to fly out to center to start off the 12th. Next up we have Minion Barons, the cold hitting DH. Going to draw a walk. That is the go-ahead run. Copeland Jr. at the plate is going to hit into a double play. It's ending it. Bottom of the 12th we go. Can Brew City walk off the World Series? We will find out.
No run has been scored in 5.5 innings. Cove trying to change that. It's going to be a leadoff infield single. Now that'll bring up Multoid Man as Cove takes off for second and is safe. There's your winning run. Multoid Man, and that's a wild pitch. And no, does not move over to third. It's going to be a walk for Multoid Man. Runners on first and second. Still no outs. Out of the park wizard. Goat Bisky is in the game for Chicago. And that's going to get down. It's into left field. Are they sending the runner home? He's coming out. He's safe.
Bears walking off.
Brew City wins the season 36 Minors World Series with a walk-off single from out of the park wizard in the bottom half of the 12th inning in Game 7. You cannot make it any more dramatic than that.
Oh my.
God.
Congratulations to the Brew City Bears. They win their first World Series in franchise history. Big time win for them. Feels really bad for the Kingpins though. They only have 1 World Series and now 7 attempts. Yeah, the curse of the franchise continues for them. But this is all about the Bears. They had a fantastic showing. They finally won a home game. Big congratulations to them and all of their management and all their players. They got it done today.
Yeah, I always have some crazy stuff that happens during my sims, but you cannot ask for anything more than what we just got out of all 7 of those games. That was one of the greatest series in PBE history.
Yes, I would agree.
Yeah, looking at this box score, 3 hits there from Franzanello, doing pretty well there. But Greenwall, look at that, 4 for 5 with 3 RBIs
and 2 runs scored.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, down here at the pitching, everybody's used from both rosters. Williams unfortunately takes the loss there. Lightyear gets the blown save for Brew City, and lots of Heineken Bear gets the final W for the Bears season. Player of the game, obviously, Greenwall. That ridiculous showing in Game 7. Absolutely put the team on your back. Okay, so that's done. I don't think I can change. Oh, I don't think I can change any of the stuff because. Oh yeah, I have to look at Series MVP. It's gonna be Greenwall though, right? Yeah, it's Greenwall. I was gonna say. Oh, my layout is blocking it. There. It's Greenwall. Look at that. Yay! Okay. I don't know if either of BennyTheJett had to dip, so now it's just me. If either of the GMs there from Brew City want to hop in VC and say some words about their team or not, that's fine. If not, I'm just gonna awkwardly sit here by myself.
Not by yourself.
Oh, LBG, what's up?
What's going on? Wow, what a series. That was crazy, man.
I know. I'm like out of breath.
Wow.
My throat hurts. I'm shaking. There's you can only
I'm gonna
hope
end
that
up with the same thing here in just a bit, aren't I?
Dude, I hope. You can only hope.
Wow. That was great. And to go 12 innings too. Oh man.
Oh yeah. It cannot get any more dramatic. how
right?
do I don't think I can change the stuff because
You have to
uh
go to the next day after
and I
the
can't
next
do that because the next day
because
this starts. So you're going to have to do that at the start of
oh,
your
let me look at your Discord here real quick. Okay, so oh,
cuz
no
yeah,
worries, no worries. I'll take
we're
care
on
of it. Yeah, I
today,
can take
and
care
if
of
I
that.
sim a
Not a
day then
problem.
it's going to be
Yep.
all right. So we're good. I'm going to go ahead and just upload the index here. Go to the manager's office. Make sure these are all good. Those are all good. Perfect. We will execute that. Boom. And then we'll get our error message. Don't worry about that. Yeah. No, I knew if it went 7, I wouldn't be able to change anything after
Yeah,
because you have to sim a
that's
day or two
unfortunate.
for everything to
Right.
actually update. But yeah, I can only hope that your series tonight, Crabs and Sea Serpents, is half as dramatic as whatever just went on during
And what
that.
about the visitors winning the whole? That was
Yes,
crazy
besides the
too.
final
The
game.
away team. I know. All 6 of those first games, it was all the away team. It was like, what the heck? You never see that. It's always the home team. It seems like in the well, now was the first season that we didn't have the park factor.
See,
So,
I had that in the back of my mind that I'm like, maybe this is the reason that,
yep,
we went to those park factors because in the
yep,
playoffs, it seemed like every home team was winning every game, and it just came down to who had more home games, which
right.
I mean,
Especially with some of those teams like the Sloths, where they have their park and their builds exactly tuned
oh
out
yeah.
to how. Yeah,
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 Jewelsu knew what she was doing, like
absolutely.
and you can't fault her.
That's
She's a mastermind. But yeah, when you take that element out of it, it's a lot
hmm
more of just I don't want to say random, but it lets it play out a bit more. There's still obviously coded into the game a home field advantage, but it's not
right.
nearly as much anymore.
Well, another thing too is it also seems like not just with the home field advantage, but the way that the teams played with those rallies. Some of those rallies were like what 5 run, 6 run rallies in a single inning. That
Yeah.
was crazy. How high, and it was multiple times too. It wasn't just like one game where they had like a 6 run inning. There was like 2 or 3 of them, and then they had that one where it's like 1-0 and complete opposite.
Yeah,
What was
that
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 game
was the
four
one
or something?
game. It's like one
Yeah,
nothing, and
yeah,
everything
game
else is
four.
like 10-11, and like
Right.
this. It's so weird. All right, this should be uploading decently quickly. What time is your majors stream tonight?
It
It's
is at 6 p.m. Eastern
6
with
p.m. Eastern.
myself and Hummus God.
Oh, look at that, the
Looking forward to
dynamic
that.
duo back at it again.
I know, right? It's gonna be awesome.
I would hop on. You know what? I might hop on for a little bit later.
Feel free. I'd love
My
to have
my
you on.
voice is pretty shot right now,
Yeah, take a
obviously.
take a break. No problem. Go watch some World Cup. In fact, how's the game going right now?
Harry Kane scored for England, so
Uh-oh.
now it's 1-1. It's yeah, I've had that playing in the background. Obviously, I paid attention to it a little bit there in games 5 and
Mhm.
6, and game 7 I did not look at it at all because there was
It was
too
too
much going
dramatic,
on. It
right?
was yeah, there was
So
too
they
much
in
going
the
on.
they in the second half now, or
Yeah, yeah, they're in the 61st minute.
61st minute?
All right,
Wow.
we're nearing the end here. A couple more. I don't know what this total 2 is, but
Well, thank you so much, Bauer. You and Benny did such a great job with the series tonight, man. And so such great games to call too.
oh, it was a privilege to have that. That's like the fact that I got paid to call whatever just happened there.
right?
That's it's
All
stupid.
those grand slams and stuff. I mean, that one game had what like 6 home runs or something.
Yeah.
It was insane.
Yeah, no, it was the one game that was like under home runs 2.5 and they hit 6. It's like, really? They knew. They knew.
Right? Somebody made out pretty well with that bet.
Yeah, I put on unfortunately put on about 20K for the Kingpins to win that final game, and all that
Oh
is
boy.
gone. I was planning on maybe
Whoops.
saving that for the World Series tonight, but I was
Well,
like,
there
well,
goes your
screw it.
weekly training.
Every away game has been won, so why not?
Wow.
Gotta make sure I have the magic button ready to go. Where are you? It's right there. If anybody has any questions or anything, or any predictions for tonight, go ahead and throw them in now because we're just kind of in dead time waiting for the index to come up. I obviously can't throw up the World Cup because then we'll get taken down.
Right, right. So what's your prediction for the majors tonight? Any thoughts?
Dude, it's two teams that shouldn't be there. It's it's ridiculous. It's two underdogs because the Sea Serpents, while they've been crazy good in past years, they've
Right.
definitely taken a dip. And the Crabs haven't really solidified themselves as like the top team over there in the majors over on the Legend side. It was clearly the Sloths. And
You know, it's interesting to say that because that first series with the Sloths, didn't they sweep them or something? It
yeah,
was like 4-0 or
yeah,
3-0 or something like that, and it was,
playoffs are
I
just
just
a
but
different animal, I guess.
I wasn't expecting that. Wow.
Prediction: all games go to the 10th inning until Game 7, where one team goes up 5-0 in the first inning. That's about how it would go. All
Right.
drama, all 6 games, and then it's just a blowout. All right, Index, hurry it up. This is always the worst part of the stream, just
I know,
waiting.
right? Because sometimes it goes quicker than others, and other times it seems like it just drags on
Ah,
and
there we go.
on.
There's our final little thing, I think. But yeah, I mean, I've got obviously a bunch of friends on the Crabs, so I'll probably be rooting for the Crabs just because I've got a bunch of friends over there. But
Jose 43.
yeah, he's got
We'll
to got
see.
to get one.
He's got to.
I don't think I know many people on Seattle, so I guess I'll be a little bit biased in the Crabs' favor.
Uh-oh.
Come on. Oh, now we're gonna go the out of the park is not responding.
I love that. And then you wait like 20 seconds and it finally starts moving again or
There we
something.
go. There's our final little bit, and then we'll press.
Yep, uploading. Yep.
Um, I'm gonna actually look at those lineups right now. I guess I can move it over to the index. Yay! It's not completely
Let's
done yet.
see who we got here that I know from Sea Serpents. Bianca, Nylar, Shane. Nice. 209 Tacos.
Evok.
Legion of Slugs. Brainchild. Slothface Killer. Wow, there's a bunch of big names on here. All
There we
right.
go.
So
Team versus team.
I can't forget about Booze Gooser.
Sea Serpents and
The legend himself,
Crabs.
Jabs.
The Crabs are 3-1 against Seattle during the regular season. If that tells you anything, that's only 4 games, but
That's interesting. So it was pretty. I mean, it was one game away from 500. So but still, that slight advantage might be all it takes. What'd be interesting to see is did they get those wins early in the season or were they later on?
yeah, who knows?
Hmm.
All right, that is finishing up. I will move it. Oh, I can't watch Twitch chat now. Hold up. Move it back to mainstream for a second here. See if anything's in Twitch chat. Nope. All just a bunch of boring. Just basically shut up and put up the, the index.
Right.
All right, it is up. I will throw this up on stream. Boom, look at that. Right on the front page, Brew City win the World Series. That will do it for me. Benny is not here, but I do want to thank him for hanging out with me for that bit of time. Clearly got his money's worth calling that. Um, that feels like a privilege to call that stream. Feel like I'm not big enough for that moment, but certainly a lot of fun.
You did an amazing job. A great stream for both of you.
Thank you, sir.
Hmm.
Go ahead and catch LBG and Hummus God tonight at 6 Eastern.
Yep, 6 Eastern.
6 Eastern for Crabs and Sea Serpents. Hope to catch you all then. As for me, I am out. Have a good afternoon.